Boys, welcome back to the channel. Gentlemen, in this video, we are going to be talking about should you make audience specific content or product specific content or topic specific content, whatever it is, when it comes to building your online business and building your personal brand. Now, why is this important? Guys, this is important because understand that your content is the top of the funnel. This is essentially what drives and what makes everything else work. Essentially, your content is what makes you money, again, because it's the top of the funnel. If you have no content, you have no marketing. So everything else below that just doesn't work. So that's why this is so important for you to understand. Okay? So now that you get that, what kind of content should you be making? What kind of, basically what kind of audience do you want to be funneling in from the top? And this is why this is, again, so important, because do you want a certain kind of person to see your content? Well, in short, yes. Because the best way for me to put this to you guys is if you're selling something, right? Let's say you're selling cat food, and all of your content is about dog owners. Well, how the fuck do you expect to sell a product that's made for cats to a bunch of people that don't even have cats? They have dogs. Like, it just wouldn't work, right? And so understand that, yes, you do want to have product specific content and audience specific content or topic specific content, but I'm gonna break this down a little more because it's not just that simple, okay? I'm gonna get exactly into that. So I want you guys to think of a lot of your big favorite influencers. If you guys are familiar with Alex Hormozi, Hamza, Iman Ghazi, Jack Hopkins, Jordan Brown, Jordan Welsh, like all of these guys, okay, that are also entrepreneurs, that are online, think of all of them, right? They have very specific related content that they make, okay, because that's essentially what allows them to hit a specific audience and the exact kind of people that they are looking to target, right? But now, well, let's break that down, right? Why are they doing that? Again, to hit a specific kind of audience, and they're usually doing that on YouTube. And how are they doing that? Again, if you think of Alex Hormozi, if you think of Iman Ghazi, they're usually very just sit down and talk videos and provide value and break things down for you, kind of exactly like this dynamic, like this video right here. Now, that will perform great, okay? Because again, they know who they're hitting, it's working, it's driving sales, it's perfect, right? But what you guys have to understand, and this is the way I take all my clients through and the way I've approached personal branding, is guys, you're not building the brand around the product, you're building the brand around the person. If all you ever did was post content related to, this product and this service that you're selling, in a way, again, now you're not building a personal brand, you're building a brand around this product, and you just so happen to kind of be the middleman. And in a way, yes, that's how personal branding works, but the better way to go about it is you're going to want to do two things. So the first thing you're going to want to do is take the approach that everybody else is taking, where they're making the content around the specific product, okay? And around, again, like audience specific, all those things, right? Because they know that content works and that's how the business kind of functions. But now if you pay attention and you read between the lines and you really see what all of these guys at the top level are doing, you're also going to want to create content on the other side. And what is the other side? Bro, that's like lifestyle content. Okay, that's literally content just about anything kind of in their life, and in a way that's always relevant to what they're selling or what they're, building. Because what does that content do? And when I say that content, what I mean again is like lifestyle content. If you're not familiar with what lifestyle content is, bro, it's literally that. It's like anything that's going on in your life, because it's a part of your lifestyle that you're just recording and posting. Like, for example, I don't know, maybe I've seen people fucking wash their cars online. I've seen people, just record random videos of them walking with some music, and then maybe they're going to dinner, or maybe they're on a yacht dancing, or maybe you're boxing, or whatever, just like lifestyle stuff, like shit that's just happening in your life. Like sometimes I record videos of me just going to the store, and recording like what I'm picking up at the store, bro, to stay kind of healthy and all these things. Like that really doesn't have anything to do with what I'm selling. And again, what I'm getting at now is, but what does that content do? It strengthens the connection between the people that are watching you, right? For example, if you look at Iman in specific, guys, a lot of Iman's content, okay, that's not informative, is again like vlogs. Him on Instagram is just him posting about his life, because that's the other side that strengthens the connection. It's just posting about you and your life. What does that do for the viewer? For me, in a sense, it engages the way, and it strengthens the connection on how I feel about Iman, right? And like makes me feel more connected. Another example I can give to you is Alex Hormozy. Guys, if you're familiar with Alex Hormozy, again, he does very sit down talk videos, provides value. But a couple weeks ago, he made a video with Sebum. If you guys aren't familiar with Sebum, Sebum is basically, he's a classic physique Olympia winner in bodybuilding. So he's like top level, top of the game. And they made a collab, and it was kind of like a lifestyle video on YouTube, and I never really seen this side of Alex. And so what they did is they went to the gym, again, kind of just recorded the day in a sense, and they were asking questions back and forth, still providing value, but it was like a different side of Alex than I've usually seen. And what did that do for me? Strengthened the connection with how I feel about Alex, right? As funny as that is, it's like now I feel more connected. And it's because it's not just hitting it from this point of view, it's now hitting it from this point of view. And again, the personal brand and building that connection is the most important thing, because in building that connection, that's how you're gonna make more money. And so understanding that's exactly how you're going to want to approach building your personal brand, bro, and making your online business work to the best of your ability, right? You can, yes, like, bro, you can think about this, okay? If all you ever posted was target, audience specific content or product specific content on your page, yes, it would work, right? Because, for example, if you post a certain video about a certain topic and you know it converts and it's related to your product, if you duplicate that, of course it's gonna work, right? Because you know it works, and now you're just replicating what works. I always say double down on what works and eliminate what's not working, right? But in a sense, when it comes to building, again, a long-term personal brand, don't forget that you're building the business around yourself. Okay, play the long-term game, like all of these big influencers, like all of your favorite celebrities. Get paid to live for a living. Don't get too caught up in just, like this might sound kind of stupid. Don't get too caught up in just like the short-term money, bro, or like the short term of making your business work, even though that is the goal. But understand there's a different side to it, which is really just building, again, that engaged community of again, like your audience and your viewers, and showing them your life. Because in a sense, right, doing that will make the business more money, but also doing that makes this so long term, because again, then this is something you can monetize forever. So gentlemen, hopefully that made sense on what kind of content you should make. It's like, yes, you should make, you know, very specific kinds of content exactly to who you're trying to market to, but then you still want to make that lifestyle content, right? Because a lot of times people think you're really selling the information when it's not just the information you're selling the implementation. But then on top of that, it's like, when it, specifically in the gym sense, like, bro, you're not selling people on how to do 3 reps and 3 sets and what weight to use. It's like you're selling the end goal. You're selling the dream physique, how they're gonna feel after building their dream body. And how do you do that? By like pushing the lifestyle, pushing the content of like just how you live on a daily basis and all these things, right? And it's the combination of the two that work. But also a very, very important thing you also need to understand is with target specific, okay, content, why do all of your favorite influencers make target specific content? Why am I making this video in specific, okay? It's for a reason, because I want you to think about this. If your personal brand and whatever you're selling right now has to do with like selling cat food, as funny as that is, if you're making a bunch of videos on, you know, people that have dogs, for dog owners, it's like, how does that fucking make sense that your marketing is reaching a bunch of, you know, dog owners, but you're selling like cat related products, you're selling cat food? It's like everybody that has a dog isn't gonna buy cat food. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna make like, again, not cat food, but like cat owner specific content, right? Because that's the only way. Like, you have to think about, okay, who am I trying to hit? Because once you know, I always say this, when you have a target you're trying to hit, it's easier to hit, as opposed to you don't know who you're trying to hit. It becomes you don't know exactly what you're trying to aim at, it becomes very hard to aim at, right? And so I always say, you need to still have your content be relevant in some way, shape, or form to what you're selling. Because again, that wouldn't make fucking sense if, like, think about, again, all of your favorite influencers. If they were making content on like something completely different to what they were selling, like, it wouldn't work, bro. Or the best way I like to take all my clients through is, like, if we're focusing on high ticket coaching, we need to have at least some kind of understanding to who's going to be able to afford our services, right? And then so we do like a breakdown of, okay, can this guy actually afford our services at its most basic level? Like, where is he at in life, this and that. It's like, if he can't, then we're not going to target that kind of specific person, because it wouldn't make sense to, again, market to somebody that can't afford your services. The best example I can give you, and this one is like Alex Hermosi. He made a video a while ago, and it was one of his friends essentially was helping people get a job, right? But think about that. How can you help, like, if somebody doesn't have a job, they have essentially like limited amounts of resources, if no money. So like, how are they gonna pay you and you're trying to help them get a job? It's like, who you're targeting doesn't have money to pay you. And so understanding that your targeting is, again, very important, and that's why it ties into this whole video, is like, yes, you still need to have your specific target audience content, and have a very good understanding of who you're trying to target, but also implement like the lifestyle and your name, you as a person and all that, because both of these coming together is really what builds the best, strongest, engaged personal brands, and that's what allows you to make the most amount of money. So boys, hopefully that made sense. Hopefully you took some value from this video on how to really go about it. It's the best way you can go about building a personal brand, I promise you. It's how you're gonna build the best, strongest, and engaging, and most connection building personal brand out there, okay? Now, with that being said, boys, if you wanna work with me one-to-one on building your personal brand, really setting up your online business, again, to have the time freedom, the location freedom, it's by far the best thing you can do when it comes to building a personal brand and starting a business. Like, bro, you can do this shit from anywhere. And then number two, I mean, I don't really even want to market this as like time freedom, because when it comes to your own business, bro, it's like you're really working 24/7. But when it's things you like to work on, like, it seems like you're never really working, even though you're always working, right? But if you want to work with me one-on-one, guys, you can apply to do so. It's the first link in the description. I also just dropped a brand new revamped training, really goes into depth on like funnel systems, content, kind of like this video, disregarding some of your limiting beliefs. It's the second link in the description, and then you can check out my Instagram as well. With that being said, I love you boys. Again, hopefully you took some value, and I'll see you guys in the next video.